detective. Thrill me.
Thanks for joining us. Continuing with the worst of 2025. And I think we said that Sylvester Stallone will most certainly pop up here in the worst of 25. And he has. with
So predictable,
Alarum,
Sylvester.
was it? Yeah, Sylvester, you're not getting off that easy, mate. There's got to be one. Alarum or Operation Alarum? Didn't it have a third name?
Mine said Codename Alarum.
Codename. Oh, fuck. They're trying to hide
Who
it.
sees Project Alarum and then thinks we've got to rename that after we've already renamed it?
Yeah. How about we drop the Alarum bit and just fucking call it something sort of generic action sort of stuff? Okay, so we're going to go through that. Obviously, we're going to run it off against, our currently War of the Worlds is considered the worst that we've watched. We've also got another one coming after this one, which I almost watched. Jared, I wanted to watch the chapter 1, but I had to pay for it. I wasn't willing.
Fucking not willing, all right?
No, thank you.
Just wait for the supercut.
Fuck, we'll talk about that. Jesus, guys. You can't put lipstick on a pig, fellas.
No, as far as I'm led to believe, it's tight. Tight bit of work.
Of course. All right, before we get to that, let's run through what we've seen. We, of course, flew to Perth, Jared, so there'll be a couple here that was at least one that we've both seen.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him on the plane.
We were watching it, about 30 seconds apart?
It was about a couple of minutes apart. I don't know what to say other than I get where they were going and they could have gone somewhere really good with that. But just this fucking awful kind of sheen that it was given, the way it was directed, everything was just so fucking stupid. And then it wasted, in my opinion, a fucking good performance from Marlon Wayans. I actually thought he was good.
Yeah.
But they fucking wasted it.
Yeah, it felt like, to me, it almost felt like, should you have dropped some of the symbolism and stuff that you're pulling in? Because the best parts, I reckon, were, there's a couple of parts on the football field where Marlon Wayans is just delivering some really intense shit.
Yeah.
And doing things that you might see on a football field, but to just sort of twisting it to a bit of a higher level.
Slightly hyper-realistic.
But there's shit, where the bloke gets knocked out and he starts fucking doing the team chant around the guy and stuff like that. That stuff was awesome.
Yes,
really
some of those bits were great.
Really unsettling, good performances from both the leads. But yeah, it was once they started to drop, they started to go really heavy on the symbolism and
by the end, it's just a fucking disaster. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah.
That stuff was really out too far.
But I couldn't call it bad. I think it was really tightly sort of made and
I think
good performances.
I think you're correct. Good performances. I think it's well made. But it's one of those ones where the director seems to want to kind of stamp their style on it.
Yeah.
And it's that
go really abstract with it.
And it backfires. It backfires.
And you get some of the things, you get the ownership group, representing this and that, and it's kind of like, okay, well, I see where you're going, but then when we go too far into the abstract and the symbolism, it kind of lost me.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not going to say I hated it.
No.
Because I read a review that fucking gave it 1.5 stars. Said it was fucking terrible.
No.
I said, no.
Agree with that.
I felt there were moments that were really good and I got where they wanted to go.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I felt it found all those moments that you would expect in the whole career of a kid who wants to get into the NFL so bad, that he kind of almost sells his soul a little bit.
Yeah.
That stuff is a great idea. It would have been, if I think you toned down the shit, I think you would have had a really fucking good thriller.
Yeah.
If you made it a little less abstract and a little more straight. But, yeah, I wouldn't say I hated it. I can't see myself fucking rushing out to see it again. I'll be honest. But I don't know. Maybe it warrants a second look. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is one of those ones that I'll probably have another look at down the track sometime. But, it's hard to say that I don't think much will change in my perception of it.
But Marlon Wayans was excellent. Like,
He was.
really, really good.
Yep.
Like, there was an intensity to him, but there's also a little bit of that humour. Like, he gives that sort of like, wink, wink. But then
Perfectly cast.
he lays, when he gets intense, he gets fucking intense.
But he just kind of fucking would flip. He'd flip from kind of supportive mentor to fucking lunatic.
Fucking lunatic,
on the drop of a hat.
And he's got the physicality to look like even though, Marlon would be 50 something?
He'd be pushing that.
Yeah. He's in pretty good fucking nick for an older guy. And
excellent performance.
Yeah, really good performance. I watched The Roses, which was the remake of The War of the Roses. Really great cast. Just crap, though. Well, Jared, I don't remember the original very well.
No.
But I do remember it was very dark.
Yeah.
And I think they were trying to fucking kill each other from minute dot. Like, I think that the whole movie is that, isn't it? That they're trying to fucking murder each other, or they're trying to fuck each other over, like, left and right.
Yeah.
And, the original's got a really good cast too. There's no doubt about that. But this one's just it's slow. It goes into that final kind of silliness in the last maybe 20 minutes. And I got to say this, Benedict Cumberbatch, this was not for you. No, this isn't where you live, man.
Okay.
Once again,
should he keep doing that?
You can't do all genres.
Should he just keep doing those ads where he's reading out 1-star Amazon reviews?
Maybe.
Because they're pretty good.
He's a really good actor. Like, I really like him as an actor, but this isn't his material.
Mm.
It just wasn't for him. Or I felt it wasn't. Like, it fit a guy like Andy Samberg, who's in a sort of a supporting role. I thought Olivia Colman was better. I think she's a better actor all round anyway. Probably plays a little bit of few different genres, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work. Like, it was just flat. Made by the same guy who made Meet the Fockers and that, so I can kind of see what they were kind of, where their sort of styles lay, and it didn't really work for me.
Yep.
I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer on the way back. You know what? That's an honourable mention for this fucking group. That movie sucks. Like, it fucking sucks.
Wasn't great.
I don't know what they were thinking. I think we had this discussion in the episode we did. I have no idea what they were thinking. There's so much room to improve this, and they just fucking botched it. I don't know what they were thinking. The only good thing about it, honestly, and people might hound me down, but I thought Freddie Prinze is the only good thing about it.
Yeah, I thought he looked sort of committed to it.
Committed, and when he actually, spoiler alert,
It's a big spoiler alert.
Turns, there's a touch of like fucking crazy, but not over the top crazy.
Yeah. I sort of like, I know some people hated that part of it, and I can understand why.
But that made a bit of sense.
But I actually think
it?
that was one of the few ideas where they actually thought it through a little bit.
Well, that made sense because they talked about PTSD and stuff.
Yeah, although I said, parts of it like stuck out like dog's balls. The whole idea of we went through this and everyone's fucking forgotten about it, and the anger, as you said, the PTSD, the shit that he's unresolved stuff. The idea of that fucking being sort of the catalyst, I didn't think that was too bad.
But the rest of everything around it was just a shit show. Like, I don't know what they were doing. And unfortunately,
it might have worked better in something like Scream, where you could get a little meta about why he's fucking knocking over the younger generation.
Correct.
And things like that.
You're right. I think in a Scream sequel, yes, that works better because it's always done the meta angle, and it's always delivered that kind of like about the genre and changing things and going against type and everything.
And old sort of gatekeepers in the fandom and that sort of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it could have worked better there, no doubt, but I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I watched The Rip on Netflix, which is the new Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. I'd say it was a thriller. I liked it. I thought the setup for the first hour was really solid. Like where it reminded me, and not in quality, but it reminded me of very similar in plot of that shitty Arnie one, Sabotage, where they're all cops they've all perhaps done something and you're not quite sure who's done it. And this was the same. And for the first hour, I felt like that stuff really held, and it built a nice kind of like feel of like, well, it's getting tense here.
So with the quality comment, what you're telling me is that it's got the sort of Netflix sort of seal of approval for recent sort of.
I would say it's a bit.
If you hit 2 stars, they'll give you the stamp of quality.
I think it's a bit better than your standard Netflix. You know, they're big ticket.
Red Notice?
Ones.
Red Notice,
Much
the Rip. Much better.
Okay, good.
Watch
the Rip about 50 times. It's the back end where it doesn't quite hold, and the reason why is because when it finally unfolds, there's nothing fresh.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yes, I didn't necessarily see it coming, but when it came, I was like, ah.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you just know, oh, yeah, well, there was no other angles to go. This is kind of it. So, but it's well acted. It's got some fucking fantastic actors up front, but also some really good sort of smaller roles going down into people like Kyle Chandler, who's a bit deeper in. It's good stuff. Look, I enjoyed it.
Good.
I finished Welcome to Derry.
Mm.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I still have my problems with the fucking army stuff and the gate the fucking gate we've made with these weird crystals and shit. That really still
definite rubbish.
It still makes me feel like what were you guys fucking thinking? But overall, I think when you look at it, in a way, I went along and sort of felt like, well, it's just remaking it.
Yeah.
Just sort of amalgamating this weird storyline attached
just
to
adding
it.
a few little bits and pieces. I actually really liked the Bob Gray stuff. A couple of the flashbacks.
Yes.
And
yes, where we sort of
spoilery again if you haven't seen it, but like the little kid kind of walking up to him that's obviously Pennywise and going, the children seem to really like you or be like really into you or something like that with that really weird look on.
Yeah.
I kind of dug all that stuff, and I thought down the stretch, including the final episode where the gate stuff plays a big part, or the sort of fence stuff plays a big part, when you can sort of brush that aside, the pretty from Bill Skarsgård and the kids and their kind of relationship is actually really good.
Yeah, it is. And look, we've pretty lucky. Like Skarsgård being back is important.
Yeah.
Was important. And it works out well.
What did you think of the Black Spot stuff?
Yeah, that was all right. Because you know what? That was fucking emotional.
Yeah. And I really, I finished up, and the biggest thing I took out of it, like I said to you last time, is I could do with the Dick Halloran series. Just a season of where Dick Halloran went.
Where did Dick go?
Yeah. Between this and The Shining.
Yeah. That would be interesting. Yeah. Halloran, including Halloran, I think was the best idea that they came with. And it did
Which
work.
is from the books, correct?
I don't know.
As far as I know, there is insinuations that Dick Halloran was at the Black Spot in the books.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So they sort of tacked onto some stuff that was in there. That's all right.
But very brief. I think it was nothing more than like a mere mention.
Yeah, like a
So
line
they've decided, all right, we'll take that. But it fits beautifully.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And the last one was I watched the Netflix doco Kidnapped, Elizabeth Smart, which was, by the numbers. It's the Netflix sort of standard. In this case, the interesting part about it is, this person is actually alive and is looking back on it 20-something years later, which is an interesting wrinkle to actually hear from the person involved.
Yeah.
But I will say this, just the prick who did it, I'm so sick of these blokes and their fucking, religion, trying to hide their fucking crimes in, God told me to do it. Go fuck yourself. Seriously.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You were in a religious sect and then look, I'm not allowed to rape 14-year-olds, so I might start my own. Fuck you. Seriously.
It's funny, I saw this little clip on, and I've heard it said in other ways before, but I saw this Instagram thing of this debate between this real religious guy and this other bloke who was an atheist, I think. Yeah. And he's there going, well, your Bible tells you can't have tattoos. And he's like, yeah, but that's the old books that we don't listen to. And he's like, yeah, in the Bible. And he's like, yeah, but we don't listen to it. And then he starts talking about the same laws around, killing people. And the guy's like, oh, well, that's funny because I kill people just because I don't kill people just because I don't want to kill people. But you do it just because the book tells you can't kill people.
Yeah.
But I think it was Penn and Teller or someone that said the same thing. It's kind of similar to your point there.
Yeah, it was interesting. Look, it was an interesting doco, interesting case. but the treatment is exactly the same. Like it's the Netflix factory that just kind of it looks the same. It's got the same sheen. It's all set up the same way. Obviously, there's something else I've watched that we'll cover next week. And we'll start covering next week.
Yes. Got to keep that under wraps.
Yeah, that's under wraps at the moment, but that'll be good. That'll be a good time.
Yeah, okay.
What did you have?
All right, so apologies if I covered a couple of these before. I can't remember if I did, but I finally watched Dreamcatcher, which we've spoken about.
We did talk about that, but
talk about that
you
briefly.
said it was a shit show.
Shit show. Absolute shit show. Stephen, what were you thinking? I think Stephen has admitted since that he wrote it after his accident and was heavily under the influence of Oxycontin.
Get off the gear, Stephen.
I sent a message to you and said, did Stephen relapse at any point? And then essentially he kind of did.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't his fault.
When
It was
Stephen's on the gear, he's not as
he's off his feet.
Good.
He's off his feet.
He's off his feet.
Look, I forgive the man because if I had been hit by a truck, I'd have been on all sorts of shit too. Trust me, I'd have been pissing and moaning until you injected me with every fucking thing you had.
A page of fucking material.
Yeah, and my ramblings would be worse. So
why to be a fucking manifesto?
At least, I mean, if you dig into Dreamcatcher, there's a semblance of something there. But the movie, I feel like the movie must be worse than the book too, because what's his name? Damian Lewis?
Yeah.
Who's a good actor, but him flipping between himself, Jonesy and Mr. Grey is fucking one of the most unintentionally funny things I've seen in a while. So, yeah, that one was there. I watched The Legend of the Lone Ranger, which I think I may have also mentioned, but it was the 1980s version of trying to get the Lone Ranger back on deck and like
live action. Okay.
Christopher Lloyd plays Butch Cavendish, which is. But the guy
who plays the Lone Ranger?
They cast this unknown fella, and they said, "Look, he seemed like a nice fella. He looked the part." But then when he got to set, he carried on like a bit of a dildo and went out drinking and stuff like this, and. They ended up redubbing his entire performance with, who was it? It was someone in the Long Riders, one of the sets of brothers in the Long Riders. I think it was Stacey Keach's brother.
Okay.
So he
Tom Atkins.
he did the whole voice
fuck off.
himself. Like,
honestly.
It's actually got a couple of really nice parts, but it's just really up and down.
Is it a TV movie?
No. It was legit Hollywood
feature
production. It's got plenty of cash behind it because it looks good. Yeah, I found it on Tubi again, of all places. Tubi fucking just keeps on serving up the gems. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Obviously, we watched him on the plane. I also watched before that I watched Chain Reactions, which was on Shudder.
Oh yeah, about Texas Chainsaw.
About Texas Chainsaw with kind of the viewpoints of 5 people, including Patton Oswalt, Stephen King, Takashi Miike. Really interesting when they toss out their own ideas on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it wavers when they start talking about how it impacted their own work. But when it's talking about their theories on the movie and shit, yeah, really cool. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting watch. So after him, when you went to the Roses or whatever, I was trying to coax you into watching the same thing, but you would not have it. I watched Nobody 2.
Mm-hmm.
Quite enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
This is where, in stark contrast to what we're going to be talking about today, just the action junk. Knows where it's bread's buttered.
3 out of 5, but fucking action junk.
Yeah, super entertaining. I had a good time with that one.
There you go.
I watched, and you saw the start of this until you fucking nodded off. Surprise, surprise. I watched Stans, the Eminem doco on
yes.
Paramount.
I did see the end of that, yes.
Yeah. Really interesting. Again, it's up and down, but I like the way that they sort of paint it. They're obviously talking to Eminem himself, but they paint it like some of these people come out looking a little normal, and then as the thing progresses, they start to kind of look like Stans themselves, whereas other people come out of the blocks and you're thinking, holy shit, like
lunatic.
But then, as it goes on, it's just like, no, they're just, they're kind of, again, normal people, but latched onto something. Interestingly enough, a lot of them latched onto the bullying. A lot of them were people who were bullied and latched onto sort of Eminem when he'd sort of go into the, the Marshall Mathers talking about his family life and shit, about being bullied in school and that sort of stuff. That's a lot of them seem to have latched onto that.
Okay.
But it was, I thought it was quite good.
What I saw was interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was quite good. And he comes off pretty well. As seems to be the case later in life. You know,
He's mellowed.
even early on, if you could look past it, and he'd always say, you know, it's a fucking act. A lot of it's an act. But yeah, I think he comes across pretty well. I watched Beast of War. Took on the Bulls Raw Challenge for this week.
How did the Bulls Raw Challenge go?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The shark effects are solid, minimal. I think it's an animatronic again.
Oh, that's good.
If I believe, if I read correctly, but it gets some mileage out of placing it in war and placing it on these guys that are sort of stranded with some of the people that they went to war with. I think it actually gets some pretty good mileage out of that.
Okay.
I dipped back into. I watched The Substance, another one I watched on the plane.
Yeah. Fucking out there.
There was the first sort of 3/4 of it. I thought were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like I was locked in.
It was
for
really
a
interesting.
movie that's pretty long.
Yeah.
I was pretty locked in. Mileage will vary on the
end of it is way out there.
Yeah.
Like it fucking goes way over the top.
And again, it goes to a place I didn't feel like it sort of feels a little bit in contrast to it goes kind of so far out. Like you could sort of see where it was heading, but it goes so far out that it's kind of almost in contrast to how they were handling the stuff early on. But yeah, I quite liked
I kept getting laughs out of every time she rang the fucking place.
Yeah.
The other version of me has sort of gone over. And he's just like, there's no take back.
But excellent performances from both.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Both
fantastic.
parties.
Yeah.
Then I rolled into a little bit of Joe Bob, doing some catch up on some Joe Bob Briggs episodes that I hadn't seen. The first one I watched was This Night I'll Possess Your Corpse, which was a Coffin Joe. It was my first experience with Coffin Joe.
And last.
No, look, it was okay. It's one of those ones that it was black and white for the majority of it. And you can kind of see what's there. You can sort of see where the sort of fandom kind of gets into this one. Because it's kind of creepy, and the visage of Coffin Joe and that sort of stuff, and the fact that the actor or writer, actor, director himself, they were his actual nails and shit. Like he used to grow his nails himself and that sort of stuff. Kind of gross if you ask me, but hey. And it's kind of weird in the sense that like Coffin Joe's whole motives are like, I want the perfect being. I want to sort of have a child with someone that's going to be the perfect being. And anyone that sort of dips from that or gets in his way just gets fucking killed.
Okay.
But yeah, it was all right. Obviously, you know, anything you watch on Joe Bob always has Joe Bob, which makes it a bit better.
Yes.
Then I watched The Church, which was a...
Oh, is that that is a Italian picture?
Yeah. Involves Argento and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is pretty average. Yeah. Like, it's... The Italians know how to lens a picture, Adam.
They don't know how to write one.
Yeah, that's usually fucking the problem. And it's fucking like there's this bit like you'll be focusing on characters, and then next thing you know, we got all these people in the church that weren't in there for the first hour, including an old couple where every time they're on screen, the first bit is the old bloke trying to get on the phone, and he's there going, the buddy thinks that this fucking contraption's not working, and his missus is telling him, you're deaf as a post, and he's there going, I'm not. They disappear for the next 20 minutes, and then they come back in, and this guy's fucking, he's just railing at his missus. And it's like, why are these two in the movie again? Like, what are they doing? And then we get a pair of bikers that weren't in the first hour, and then the fucking protagonists sort of shift and all. Like, it's just, it's all over the shop. But looks great. Nifty little soundtrack to it.
Yeah.
So there's always dripping with style. But yeah, like you said, no
dripping,
idea.
but the fucking script is like 2 pages.
It's fucking bouncing all over the place. So, and the last one I watched on Joe Bob was Mute Witness.
Oh yeah, I remember that being quite effective initially, but I don't know what happened to.
So yeah, I thought it held pretty well.
Was all right.
The first half hour or so is intense.
Yeah.
Like the chase sequences, you're fucking gasping for breath. They're really well done, like really well done. And then there's a couple more in there that involve sort of, people getting chased down and whatever that are, again, really well handled throughout. I kind of liked where it went in the end. I thought all in all it was pretty effective. I think it was only another sort of 90 minute or 90 to 100 minutes. So yeah, pretty tight bit of work. And then again, Joe Bob adding fucking many interesting backstories, given that it was shot in Russia. So,
it was shot in Russia, was it?
Yeah. So the lead woman who's playing an American was actually a Russian actress, but because she was mute, they were like, oh, well, that doesn't matter. We're not going to hear her accent. So
Yeah.
But yeah, really amusing stories about, turning up at the Russian border with their camera equipment and then getting told you got to pay $60,000 to get this in. And then, it gets haggled down to $5,000 in a case of vodka and all this sort of stuff. Like some quite amusing stories. And then, that was quite a good experience. Outside of that, it's been a lot of the Traders. I'm watching plenty of Traders. A little bit of Stranger Things because my daughter's wanting to watch a
How's that going?
Rewatch, sorry. Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, is this you going back to the start? Or?
Yeah, so I kind of jumped in. I saw bits and pieces of season 1, but I stopped. I watched the first episode of season 5, but then stopped because she was like, I really want to watch it.
Okay.
So I'm currently in season 2, sort of the middle of season 2. I think my feelings are the same. Like, it's really uneven in parts. Like, there's things that kind of happen and then just sort of like, oh, that's not working. Let's just fucking shuffle that off to the side. But super effective. I think there's good mileage out of, like, I find Dustin, especially in the early seasons, to be really funny. Some of the banter between them is really good.
I think it peaked at season 3.
Yeah, I really like season 3 as well. I think especially season 2, the thing I'm really liking is the introduction of Dakin Montgomery and Sadie Sink, like their characters, both in their respective sort of, very different roles. But the way that the boys fucking come across, not forgotten, but you forget it was fucking 10 years ago that it first came out. Like, because there was such a gap between the seasons. So season 2 is, I'm like, fuck, I haven't watched it in like 8 years or 7 years or whatever.
The kids must be like 20.
Yeah. It's a significant amount of time. So I went back and I'd kind of forgotten how kind of amusing and sort of sweet it is when the boys realise Sadie Sink is Mad Max and he's knocking over their records at the arcade and they're kind of following her around and they're kind of popping up at the arcade, like looking over machines and going, it's Mad Max and all this sort of shit. Like that sort of stuff is where the keep is coming back, I think.
They get a lot of mileage out of the nostalgia too.
Yes, they got mileage out of the nostalgia, good performances, and that you cared about the relationships. It's like some of the stuff when we talk about, it's similar to Welcome to Derry. Like the stuff that doesn't work is sort of overshadowed by the fact that they got some of the relationships right and they're good actors in the younger age group and whatever, and they get a bit of that sort of nostalgia vibe and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's kind of fun to look back on.
Okay,
and that was it.
All right, let's do a quick up or down. The Masters of the Universe teaser trailer. Did they say teaser trailer? I think.
Yeah, although it went for fucking
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, it's not
what
a
else
teaser,
you got to tease?
How this is a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a teaser trailer for the big trailer.
Yeah,
so
teaser
this one's
goes
2
for 5 minutes.
The trailer goes for 3.
Yeah.
You fucking just say it's trailer 1.
Remember a couple of years ago that bloke took all the teasers from various parts of the world and put together like 15 minutes of a fucking Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
He actually put...
he kind of put together 15 minutes of the movie.
Fuck me. Unbelievable.
It feels like that again.
This is directed by Travis Knight, who's directed Bumblebee. It's got a very good cast. People like Idris Elba, Alison Brie, Jared Leto, although,
franchise killer, Jared Leto.
Keep that fucking on the down.
Franchise killer would be one of the least offensive things he's done.
I think so. He sort of joined Army Hammer.
Yeah, I think he's getting
a guy that...
I mean, people are saying he's basically a cult leader.
Oh, for fuck's sake. These guys can't fucking get their shit together, can they? Okay. I liked the teaser. And the reason why I liked it, you didn't really see a lot of what the go is, the plot is.
Yeah.
And it felt like Masters of the Universe. They actually hit a couple of touchstones. I have the power and all that shit.
The sword looked great.
Yeah, the sword looked great. Like they took the material that actually exists and then seemingly gave it, that fucking $200 million worth of budget that you can spend to make it, and it seems like some people seem to have the shits because there was stuff on Earth.
Yeah.
But it seemed like there's a fair bit in Eternia. So as long as they're fucking in Eternia.
Yeah. Look, I've got the same. I think I've said it before. I might. I've got a little bit of the same. I mean, that's kind of canon, isn't it? If I recall correctly, wasn't He-Man's mother from Earth?
I
or something
fucking
like
haven't
that?
got a clue. Haven't got a
I
clue.
mean, I say canon with it. If you go back and watch that cartoon, it's fucking all over
It's
the
all
shop.
over the shop, yeah.
But yeah, I believe there was something like that. But yeah, I had a little bit of the same concerns. Like I wonder why we do that when we've got Eternia there. Clearly, you've got a pretty good fucking.
Well, you can afford to put it
there.
out there now. Like, you can do it properly.
Exactly, because the first movie did it because they didn't have any
We're
fucking
not
money.
pinching
It's a canon
pennies like
picture.
fucking Dolph Lundgren was.
They got told halfway through with their wonderful sets and stuff like that. They probably had someone burst in and go,
15
"You guys have got to fuck off.
You gotta
The
cut this
rentals
in out."
run out."
Yeah, we're going to cut this enough.
Okay, we better rejig the script.
Because remember, they were given 30, and then the fucking Cannon boys turned up and said, well, we're going to have to cut you down to 15.
Yeah.
And so they were fucked.
Which was probably more like 10.
yeah, what else can we
So
fucking
yeah, I do have a little bit of
off?
concerns about that, but some of my concerns were smoothed out by the teaser. I had concerns over the bloke in the lead. I've heard he's really good as an actor, but I was just like, yeah, he doesn't strike me as He-Man, especially when we had Dolph strutting around in that at his peak.
Remember when they were fucking throwing out that other bloke?
Yeah,
Back in the day?
What was his name?
Fucking Noah Santiano.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just like, why the fuck do we
No.
even consider this guy?
Yeah, but this, look, from the teaser, I thought, all right, I think I can go with.
Yeah.
Like the bit, Adam, I'm a simple man. I did kind of giggle when he's there kind of trying to reef the sword out going, that's all right, it belongs to me.
Yeah.
Look, I think we'll have something good there.
But what they've smartly done is surrounded him with
Quality
performers, not
Idris Elba.
Yeah, so he's there as He-Man, but he's got shitloads of fucking talent hanging around him.
Yeah.
So
Look,
it'll take a little bit of the heat off him.
I think Idris Elba is excellent casting.
Yes.
Jared Leto, we've spoken
The guy's
about
a good
this.
actor.
The
He's
guy's
a
a good
fucking
actor,
flog,
but he's
obviously.
Yeah. So the concerns there are more about what are we doing offset, Jared?
Yeah.
So
do you need a fucking mind?
I mean, we spoke about this on some of the shit he was doing on the Suicide Squad set, didn't we? I mean, that's red flags.
Look, sending
Surely.
fucking used dingers to me in the mail is not fucking. You know what? It's making me ring you up and go, if you fucking do that again, I'm coming around and punching your fucking lights out.
Even if I don't ring him, I ring HR.
Because I was saying, he was sort of trying to unsettle them. I'm not unsettled. I fucking think you're gross.
Yeah, but remember how Heath Ledger did that? He locked himself in a room and fucking did it. He didn't fucking go and start pestering other people with stuff that would get you sacked in any other workplace, Jared.
Yeah. And
That's probably a good bar. I know I'm in Hollywood, but in the real world, would this get me sacked? Yeah, okay, I probably shouldn't do it.
Think about it, mate. Think about it.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, so look, I'm pretty excited. You're pretty
It
looks
excited.
better than I thought it was going to.
Yes.
So I'm pretty excited.
Yes,
I have some reservations.
I'm
but
pretty impressed.
I'm more excited than I was.
Yeah, because I had no fucking interest in this initially.
Now look at you.
But now I see the trailer and I'm like, that this looks all right.
Yeah.
This will get me. And that's what trailers are supposed to do, aren't they?
Correct.
Supposed to go pull you into it.
Yeah.
So pull me in.
Yeah.
Right, before we get to anything, I got a couple of pieces of news.
Okay.
The Strangers, Supercut.
Supercut.
Supercut coming. This with the whole fucking whole 6 hours of shit.
Yeah.
And supposedly 10 times better.
What did they say? 180 minutes Supercut?
Yeah, and I said to you, the first two movies were fucking 1 star. Like, how good must the third movie be?
Look, I somewhat in
Shite.
jest said I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
Adam.
absolute
But
shit.
we both know if the Supercut drops, that we'll watch it.
Well, yeah. I want to know what they did. Did they just chop it all up and throw it in a blender and give you fucking 3 hours worth?
Adam, I'll tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of going on Instagram and seeing Sylvester Stallone telling me Rambo Last Blood is coming together beautifully.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's cutting together beautifully.
This sounds like Rennie Harlan fucking in desperation mode.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a supercut though. Like,
Yeah, it sounds like how can we squeeze any dollar out of this now that we know that part 3 is probably going to be dead on arrival?
Oh, I reckon part 3 will be lucky.
Supercut, it's coming.
I reckon fucking part 3 will be lucky to go to cinemas.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I think you said it. I said, I think they'll eke out like 30 or 40 million. They eked out they didn't even eke out 20.
Yeah.
for part 2. So that tells me exactly what
So
you said.
3's looking at about 10. Anyone that was still sitting there in the cinema for part 2 going after
Can't wait to see what happens.
60 minutes, we were all sitting there going, why the fuck am I here? And then part 3, who's going to be there? Talk about wearing out your welcome.
You said that fucking chapter 2 was worse.
I think it is, yeah. I think it was worse.
So the supercut, I'll be there, but it sounds ridiculous. Now, the last piece of news I'm going to say is 2026 Oscar noms came out. Sinners got 16 nominations. Well deserved. This is the most nominations by any fucking film ever, I think. Very well deserved. Right?
So it's going to come away with a few. I mean, fuck, you get nominated for 16, you accidentally win 2.
Oh, you can trip over 4.
Yeah.
But I've got a couple of questions.
Okay.
F1 in the best movies?
Really? Shit.
What the fuck are you guys on?
Yeah.
That movie was at best 3 stars. At best. Like, you don't give Oscar nominations to fucking stuff that just because it was successful doesn't mean it was fucking that good.
I don't know. Is it goodwill for a couple of parties?
What? Who for?
Pitt.
Pitt's already got an Oscar. He doesn't need this shit.
Fucking, what's his name? Kaczynski.
But look, you know what? I copped Top Gun Maverick because Top Gun Maverick was a fucking good, entertaining film. Was it Oscar nomination worthy? Maybe not, but I thought, like, all right, this is a pretty good fucking movie.
I guess this is what you get though when you've extended the fucking categories to 10.
You know what I say? If there's only 9, stick with 9.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
That is a fucking bunch of shit.
Yeah, there's a bar.
But absolutely,
it's 5 to 10. 5 to 10 is merit based.
Yeah, bunch of shit.
Okay.
Like I'm 100%.
Yeah, right.
There's no way that should be nominated ever, and it's never going to win. But it doesn't matter. It's a fucking joke. But I can also come back to Amy Madigan.
Maybe Apple's cashing people up.
Maybe. Amy Madigan got a nomination for Weapons. So I said, look, it's an all right performance, but it's not a fucking Oscar performance.
Okay.
Like,
but I guess
come on.
I guess the thing is
there's
that
only
it comes
5
down
in that
to,
category, Jared.
Yeah, fuck. All right. I guess it comes down to it's fucking people's opinion.
I know, it's fucking horseshit.
Everyone that votes has their own opinion, and enough opinions said this was up to it.
It's ridiculous. But it's like Bronny James getting 2 fucking two votes for the fucking All-Star game.
What, him and his dad?
It must have been. Yeah, like it's just it fucks. Like to me, the Oscars were already looking shoddy.
Yeah.
For the last many years. But this is just making it worse.
I mean, it's been a while. I think it's been a while since winning an Oscar really meant
a lot.
Like when an Oscar win would fucking turn you. All right, well, we didn't see this at the cinemas, but it won an Oscar. Everyone fucking goes to rent it on video.
Yeah,
like, that sort of landscape's changed. I think there's probably movies that have been nominated or won that still would be considered like they weren't worth the money and that sort of thing, like business-wise.
Yes.
So,
and I understand it comes down to how much money you're willing to throw around to fucking seize votes.
Yeah.
Because that's what ends up happening. But I'm going to throw this at you. I was thinking about this last night. The Long Walk's a better movie than F1.
Yeah.
But no one's going to put The Long Walk in there.
No.
Right? So, to me, that means F1 doesn't deserve to be there. So, you have 9.
Yeah, probably fair enough, really.
Like, fuck me.
You're making yourself look silly.
Get out of my face with that shit. It's a fucking joke. That's it for me. Before I start fucking ranting and raving in further. All right, let's take a break. Here's the trailer for Project Alarum, Operation Alarum. Alarum. Just Code Name. Sorry. Or just Alarum.
Clock's running. Don't waste it.
We are not here to unleash chaos. We are here to define it.
The final hour won't be born.
Good morning. It'll be nice to have lunch with another couple. Like normal people.
That's us. Normal people.
What are you doing after this?
How you doing in there? This isn't a vacation. You're working a mark.
I'm on standby.
Fine. Take care.
Wow.
Maybe they're both working for Alarum.
They want to tear down the global intelligence network. Get me a list of the closest arbiters.
I'm open for business.
We have a location on Archibald.
Did you take anything?
Where are you?
I think I officially jinxed the trip.
Stay alive.
I need help. My wife's at the resort. He's gonna kill us all.
How do you know she's not playing you? Did she join Alarum? This is an AA-12. Pick up one of these.
Good to work with you again.
Yeah.
Be ready for disaster. You can bring your army, you can bring it all. You're trying to defeat me, but there's no way I can fall in the end.
Inflict as much damage as you can.
Ever use a frag grenade?
I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable.
Two Americans against all your men. Go!
You can bring your army, trying to defeat me, but there's no way I can fall. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable.
The only flaw with this weapon is it makes everything too easy.
Alarum from 2025, directed by Michael Polish, who directed a shit show called Force of Nature, which had Mel Gibson in it, which I had to sit through, and it was fucking crap.
And he had to hide to show his face for, 10, 15 minutes of screen time?
Yeah.
Now we know what you look like, Mike.
Fucking hell was he in it?
Yeah. He was Agent Kirby, or the bloke that was constantly going back and forth with the...
Oh, with the glasses?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was him.
Can't act either. Fucking dickhead. It's produced by Joel Cohen, not that guy, the other Joel Cohen, who produced Savage Salvation. Josh Cowell, who produced Rage. Randall Emmett, your favourite producer, who produced The Irishman. Alyssa Holly, who produced Armour. Tiago Andreo Barbosa Nogueira, who produced River Wild. Gwen Osborne, who produced Fear Clinic. And Bob Sabani, who produced Let's Scare Julia. There were also 24 exec producers. And it was written by Alexander Vesha, who wrote Deadly Impact. Stars Scott Eastwood as Joe Travers / Archibald, Sylvester Stallone as Chester, Willa Fitzgerald as Lara Travers, and Mike Coulter as Orlan. The budget was under 20 million. My apologies, Jared. I think I told you it was 20 million. And it made 254,370 worldwide.
It appears that was actually his brother. That was Mark Polish in the movie.
Okay,
but
sorry.
they look like twins, so he can take some of the blame anyway.
Okay, so between the pair of them, they put this fucking crap together. Yeah. The film was awarded $5,863,000 from the Ohio Motion Picture Tax Credit Program on February 13, 2024. I would suggest that $5 million went directly into Sylvester's pocket.
I was going to say, did they ask for any of it back after they watched the movie? But yeah, a large chunk of that would have gone to
Sylvester said, yoink, I'll have that.
Yeah.
All right, Jared, Alarum, or whatever it fucking came under. How did you see it?
I wish I hadn't seen it, but it's pretty ordinary. Would astonishingly boring be a reasonable description?
I think that's pretty fair.
So they assembled a fairly strong cast for something with this sort of budget, but they just gave him nothing to work with. It's just so, it's got this kind of elaborate, like there's just this elaborate net of players, supposedly, according to the script, but we just spend all our time in these small sort of locations with a handful of people and never get a sense of what's going on around them to make any of it work. We've got so many pieces in play. There seems to be so many pieces in play, but they don't squeeze any juice out of any of them, really. So, I'll talk a little bit about what I thought of that once we get to the dislikes, mostly. But, I don't know. I just think when you're going with, like, spies and spy agencies and things like that, you're really you're probably overstepping your mark when you got a budget like this that you've obviously committed to saying, all right, we're going to be in one location or one sort of area and a couple of locations within that area.
Yeah.
That doesn't scream international sort of spy agencies.
And just because you
like
say
that.
you're in fucking Budapest or something doesn't mean you are.
Just because you're in a rural American town and you stick a sign up on the door that's in another language does not kind of scream.
Exactly. Guys, that does not mean you were there.
So, it just, I don't know, it's so sluggish and boring through the whole way. Action sequences don't even get anything out of it. I had really few likes that were almost all of them were just single sort of moments or bits and pieces.
Me too.
I think I'd have to go with a 1.
1. Okay, I'm going to throw this at you. Better than High Rollers?
Probably not. only because I got a couple of laughs out of some of the silliness in High Rollers. Their ambitions were even, for like we said, you're suggesting that this bloke's a billionaire. You're holding a high-stakes poker game. You didn't even get a deluxe room in the
fucking
hotel.
20 grand in a safe.
You didn't get a deluxe room in the hotel. You're staying in standard.
It's not even a suite.
Yeah, you didn't get club access. We know this. We can tell that by looking at the room.
Well,
so
by looking at the fucking prawn cocktail we were given as well.
And, you know as well as anyone that I got a high amount of amusement, the fact that we spent 80 minutes concocting this big scheme that essentially ended in a snatch and grab.
And Johnny T's more animated. There's a bit more. Johnny T's on set.
Yeah. Well, Johnny T's role, again, it's a similar film in the way that it's executed, but Johnny T was supposed to be this charming sort of playboy sort of, billionaire character. So he got to have a little bit of, I don't know, would you say fun? I don't think he had a lot of fun, but there were probably moments where he perked up a bit.
No, but it probably is fun for Johnny T.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're going off track.
Yes.
I also gave it 1.
Okay.
And I think sluggish is 100%.
Generous?
It's just it's so slow.
They wish they were sluggish.
It opened well.
Yeah.
It actually, the opening scene I thought was actually all right. And then we immediately fucked that up by going into 5 years later, and then we go through this fucking 10 minutes of absolute boredom that I remember. And I remember just thinking, what the fuck happened here?
You're really talking about holding momentum.
I just think, look, I thought, how we always say, just a bunch of shit I didn't care about. I think this is the tagline.
It's very much in that category.
A bunch of shit I don't care about.
I think me and you have now sort of put a whole selection of movies. That should be, we've got action, we've got drama, we've got thriller, and we've got a bunch of shit that I don't care about.
It's just generic. It just spins its wheels for fucking ever.
Yeah. But the wheels aren't even spinning.
Yeah,
You're watching a wheel that's not moving.
It's parked for 60 minutes. And then it never really comes to life into anything remotely interesting. Stallone, I mean, you definitely don't get bang for your buck for Stallone in these type of movies because he does a day's work. And it's probably not even a good day's work.
Did he do? It feels like maybe he did a day and a half here. Day and a half to 2.
He did
the day. He did the 2-day contract
from Tulsa King.
He did the 2-day contract, but he did the Allen Iverson and turned up for half a day on the second. Or something.
He can go to his Culture Kings signing.
Exactly.
But look, even though it's a good cast, I was pretty underwhelmed by performances. I mean, I don't think you were, but I mean, a guy like Scott Eastwood. I mean, he's got none of his dad's fucking charisma, has he?
Did his dad ever appear in a movie this bad?
No. The one with the orangutan that went around.
Yeah, but at least the orangutan's a bit of fun and you can have a laugh with it.
Even Even you found that shit to be funny.
Look,
But the orangutan...
Scott Eastwood would have been sitting on this set going, I'm begging for an orangutan to show up.
I wish that
begging.
orangutan would come in and rip someone's face off.
Yeah, no, look, I'd say...
No, his father was not in shit like this.
Yeah.
But he was a bit flat. He had fuck all to do.
All right, so you're at a 1?
I'm at a 1.
Okay. All right, well, let's continue this because I didn't give this a like, but I thought I would mention that I think the cast are perfectly, like, for this...
Serviceable, are you saying?
For this budget, the cast is pretty fucking good.
Well,
you've got 4 players in there that I recognise.
Oh, yeah. You've got 4 people who have made shit regularly.
And
we know them. We know who they
I
are.
feel like the only moments of sizzle came from when it didn't even sizzle. The only moments where I felt some heat in the pan.
The oven just went on.
I could still touch it. There was never any point anything was burning. But the only moments came from when these guys had something to do because the script was horrendous.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I would say is that I thought even Eastwood, his demeanour and everything was perfectly fine for what he has to do, but he's got nothing. He's got absolutely nothing to do.
He's left hanging out and twisting in the wind.
Willa Fitzgerald? Now, Adam, I had some complicated feelings coming in with Willa Fitzgerald because my previous experience was the Scream TV show.
See, I had the Scream TV series initially in my brain and I was like, she was fucking awful.
And I know she's done good work since then.
I'd seen Reacher.
Yes.
And she was better in that. And I was thinking to myself, this could work, but it just didn't.
I mean, I look at her.
She also
and
looks like she's a fucking child.
Well, again, she didn't have anything to do. Mike Coulter.
She probably had more to do than anyone else, though.
But she didn't. She spent half the movie hiding behind a fucking tree on that. Yeah.
But then she was punching people at the end.
Okay, but yeah, Mike Coulter. I like Mike Coulter.
It's the accent he's going for. Is that South African?
Hold that.
South African.
But Mikey Coulter, he's been in Tubi Original, so he's used to slumming it by this point.
Yeah. His name is fucking Mike slumming it.
I can't. I'm not giving this a like, but I have to say, I feel like those people should be they should be given a card. They're exempt from blame.
Okay, look, we'll agree to disagree on that. I'm not going to question the fact that they're all pretty decent actors.
But you tell me any scene that Scott Eastwood was given, any lines where he was able to crackle a little.
I got some crackle. Hold.
Okay.
A fucking crackle. I got one piece of crackle.
Okay.
How was Sylvester?
Look,
I know we're a bit off track here, but how was Sylvester?
I have taken to kicking Sylvester a lot recently, and I will continue to. Even when I watch his good work, I finish it and I still go, yeah, you're still not going to save Hollywood, you fucking idiot. And I still think back to watching The Family Stallone. I mean, he would have to be the ultimate candidate for, like, Never Meet Your Heroes. I haven't even met him, but never watch your heroes in a reality show would be the advice I'd give.
Okay, look, stop, don't talk to me.
But look, I love to kick him.
Meet me.
At this point, he'd meet anyone for the right price by the looks of it.
Well,
and it wouldn't be much.
$3 million for a day and a half.
Well, would he turn up at Culture Kicks?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And he'd sit behind the desk.
No, Sly. No, you know what? If Sly is one thing, he knows how to get his audience.
Knows how to schmooze.
He knows how to schmooze.
Look, I love to kick the man, but he's got something to offer. Again, he didn't have anything to work with. But when he was on screen, I was like, okay, I'm at least somewhat interested.
I will say this. Sylvester, at the very least, he looks far more invested than he was in that other fucking piece of shit.
He looks more invested than he did in Armour.
Yeah,
for sure.
Armour, he couldn't have given a fuck. He just turned up. I think it's because it was shot outside.
Well, you've only got a day to warm up. Yeah, or you're saying he's too old to fucking go outside these days.
If he gets sunlight, he fucking melts.
Okay, fair enough. But, look, he was better, and I think the scenes with Scott Eastwood was where I was looking at it going, if you'd given Eastwood more to work with...
I think Sylvester thought he was acting with Clint and then realised he's acting with Scott.
Look, see, this is Scott Eastwood is not a bad actor.
No, Scott's not bad.
He's not a bad actor.
His best work.
And this is not his best work, but this is why I'm saying he's blameless, because when you put him on screen with... The best stuff you got out of him is when he's in scenes with Willa Fitzgerald and he's in scenes with Sly, kind of one-on-one.
Yeah.
But the dialogue in all of those scenes is fucking
Rubbish,
awful.
yeah, rubbish.
So what do you expect the man to do?
All right, okay. Look,
Are you telling him to just go rogue and just start talking his own shit?
Yeah,
but
fucking change the script.
But
No,
you have to rewrite the entire thing, Adam.
I'll tell you how I feel for him is that he's a guy who's still, he's got a little bit of profile. He's done decent work, and Scott Eastwood will continue to work. It's not like he's going to fucking suddenly.
Because didn't he do 2 of these back to back?
Did he?
Did he have another stinker like this where it was? I don't know. I
don't know.
If he keeps in this material,
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Next thing you know, he'll be working with Robert Bronzy.
Yeah, what? That'd be a step up.
He'll be making 11 to midnight.
Fucking hell. No, what I'm saying is he's a good actor who's never going to struggle for work. Scott, he's never going. No, he's always going to get some work.
If he leaves this off the resume,
he stops fucking talking about this. But I feel for him because a guy like Stallone, this means nothing to Stallone.
no,
This is not going to hurt him. He's got shitloads of money. He's still acting in fucking Tulsa King.
I mean, Scott's still got to hit the picket lines for the actors' strikes and stuff. So he's not-
Sylvester doesn't give a fuck about that.
Sylvester hasn't been seen at that shit in fucking years.
Yeah, I know. He might have fucking rushed the picket line in 74.
They say, we're not getting paid for 6 months. Sylvester goes, well, fuck.
Whatever.
I made $3 million for a day's work the other day, so I'll be right.
Okay, let's get off that because I've got to get some because I said to you I felt some crackle.
Okay,
at one point.
Tell me where.
Okay.
I might go back and see if I can
The
find
opening piece. The movie opens.
Rubbish.
We've got
Absolute rubbish.
We've got a drone shot over the city.
Yep.
We've got some classical music playing.
Yep.
Then stops, and then we see 2 shots go through like what turns out to be a window.
It's a very clear CGI.
They're CGI, but fuck, I'll let that go.
Yeah.
And they've hit Eastwood, and he's down, and he's crawling away. Then there's a fucking blue suddenly. There's a couple of people in his room, and he's fucking punching on.
Yep.
Then one of them turns out to be a woman, which is Willa Fitzgerald. They fucking punch on for a little. She takes him out the window. They land on top of a car. And then we get a little bit of light fucking humour where he goes, what are you up to anything tonight? She says, got no plans. And then they fucking laugh. And I thought,
we'll circle back to this.
I thought to myself, that's crackle.
No. It could have been crackled. I mean, I look back at it and I say, yeah, it could have crackled. It didn't, but it could have.
I disagree.
I disagree. We're gonna go back and forth on this one.
It crackled.
We're gonna drop a coin on this one. I'm gonna drop a coin and we're gonna fucking throw their hands up.
For me. So that opening was all right.
No.
And then
we're circling back because that's my first dislike.
That's the first like for me.
Okay, well, we're circling back to that. We'll really dig in later.
What do you got? You got any likes?
So you're going to fucking laugh. We're going to disagree again. I know. We're definitely going to disagree again.
It's got anything to do with Mike Colton's fucking accent.
It doesn't.
You can jam it up your ass.
It doesn't.
I can tell you now.
It's a fair way in for the second like.
Fucking hell.
Fair way in. The one time where I felt like this is a little more of what you needed to go for was when Willa Fitzgerald has the sort of throwdown with the Russian bloke.
Yeah. Near the end.
And she kind of going into spoilery territory. She sort of mentions that she's in Alarum.
Yes.
We'll come back to that part of it, but she mentions that's not the like. That's definitely not the like. But he kind of looks through it and he goes, he's on his ass at this point, fucking having his ass out. He looks at her and he goes, is it too late to join?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I giggled. And then she cuts his throat and she goes, your application's been denied.
Oh, you loved it, didn't you?
I thought that's better than some of the puns that Sly's been responsible for in the last 20 years.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So that is as close to...
No, I will actually agree with you there.
A little bit of humour. Look, we're in a fucking... I know, I get it. You've tried to put an international spy thing together, but you're in action territory. You've got room for that. And so I felt like that's the only time you seem to have indulged in that a touch. So
this is a sort of movie too. Like, fuck it, I'll get to this in the dislike. Okay, I had another like.
Okay.
When Coulter first turns up, apart from mangling
when he opens his mouth,
awful. Like, what was he going for?
I don't know.
Was that Afrikaans?
That was parts unknown, Adam. Definitely.
Okay, so he's coming for parts unknown. But the fact that he talks quickly to all of them,
yeah,
and then he just fucking shoots is she Brazilian? He shoots the woman who's with Eastwood,
yeah,
like instantly.
Yep.
He barely gives her a chance to fucking sort of.
At this point, I was still questioning why she was there, but yes.
Well, yeah,
I get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, Jared, I'm not fucking asking what the fuck she was doing there because that's talking about parts unknown.
Yeah.
What was she doing there? I don't know.
Yeah, that was script
unknown. But I like the fact that it was kind of like, I like a villain that does that shit, right?
Yeah.
Where there's no kind of, coming out and giving us the whole fucking rigmarole, what they're up to, laughing maniacally, and then fucking wandering off.
Is that a Bruce Payne Passenger 57 kind of move?
Yes, that is exactly what Brucey Payne played.
Yeah.
I like a villain that immediately kills somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Because we need to know that they're dangerous.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And in fact, the other thing he could have done, which in a better movie you would have done this, he could have fucking shot her in the head and then fucking beat the daylights out of Eastwood. Like just to show.
You didn't need to. You don't need to. That's the whole point. Brucey Payne doesn't need to throw hands after he's done what he does.
But then he gets it handed to him by Wesley later. You fucking can't. I need to see
how
you
got to set it up. You got to build it.
Okay.
It's like wrestling, Adam. You got to build it for a few weeks before you really kind of lay it down.
Okay. Like number 3, cutting off Yuri's cock and laying him on the floor. At least that's cold.
Yeah,
that's
rough.
Fucking icy cold.
Rough. I got nothing.
And the fact that it was like sort of like she was a female assassin, she really sort of cut in a little.
Was he the one that mate that says, "Is it too late to join?" Was he the one that was like, "Yuri was my friend"?
Something like that.
I think that's all I would have been able to say too.
I'd have said, "Where's Yuri's cock? Where's his fucking cock?"
What did you do with that? Oh well, but then I would have given up because I'm like, well, there's nothing that can be done for it now, so let's just get into it.
Covered my own fucking junk and said, "Where's his dick at?"
Yeah, you'd have seen me coming in with like, I'd have had the cod piece, I'd have had like the cricket box.
I'd have said, "Give me a cup now."
Yeah. The other thing she does that I really liked was after all that's gone down. Okay, questions. I'm still not sure about how she knew that the drone was coming. Whether she just
hides under the dead bodies.
Intuition. Yeah, she makes a meat shield.
Yeah, I like that.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, what? That was the only fucking interesting idea. The fucking
and the fact that it wasn't like they rounded up enough extras for it to be at least a 2-layered meat shield. Which was,
I mean, those drone bullets are going straight through.
That's what I thought. I thought if there's one of them,
she's fucking dead.
Yeah, but she's actually she just layered a few bodies. I thought that was all right.
That was the. In my note here, I said it's actually a good idea. That I said I think it might be the only good idea the movie has.
yeah, it's one of few. One of few.
That's harsh. That's all I had, Jared.
Okay, the last one I had, and only because I saw it sort of became a little predictable in a sense, but early on I was like, oh, that's a bit silly, and then it was like, all right, well, the fact that Joe flipped the poison on Chester, even though when you fucking dig into it a little bit, it's like, what are you talking about? You were in there long enough to switch this and that.
But how did he know there was a poison there? What?
Well, the fact is, he kind of said... A lot of questions
there, but I also agree with you.
Yeah, the fact that he sort of said, all right, I fucking sussed it and I flipped it on you.
Plus, they had played the whole, like, you've got an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it had been fucking... it had gone from night to day.
Yeah, it was longer than an hour.
We knew it was definitely not working.
Yeah, he'd made... it was, by the looks of it, he'd made a significant car trip and he'd gone on a bit of a hike with his missus.
I love it. He's fucking on the car trip going, pondering things, and I'm like, haven't you got an hour to live?
Yeah, we're going to get into that, Adam, because that's, again, that hasn't fallen under the radar when it comes to the dislikes. But that was it. That was all I had.
Not much there.
Yes. I mean, fuck, we spoke for longer than I thought we would.
I know, but only because we disagree with each other every time someone puts something up. Jesus. Okay, the movie looks shocking. Like, it does, Jared. Like, why does it look kind of black and white? It's really drab. Like, they've really fucking kind of
the
colour corrected really... and shit, so it looks really kind of washed out.
Even in the forest.
Yeah, I don't know what
the trees all looked great.
Well, where were they? Belgrade or somewhere?
Ohio.
Where were they
For real, they were in Ohio.
Yeah, but where were they meant to be?
I don't know.
They were meant to be in an international place, and I'm like, it looks terrible. Like you've just, you fucking, everything just looks
what
like
they
shit.
figured is you take Ohio and you bring the colours down?
Well, I think if you end up in fucking wherever they think they were, everything's got to be fucking overcast.
Yeah.
It was shocking. Like, what the who the fuck decided that? Like, if you just shot it clean, like, it probably would have looked a lot better.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. It did not look. It did not look good.
Action scenes, Jared. I think it's been generous to say workmanlike.
I would say less than workmanlike. I wish they were workmanlike.
Yeah, it was like this guy. He's like the rookie, the kid who's just finished school and has gotten himself an apprenticeship.
Well, if that.
Because he's not even allowed to do
It's
fucking
the bloke,
drywall.
It's the bloke at home that's never done it and thought, these guys charge too much.
You know what? I'm going to have a go myself. All right, let's go.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's the handyman. He's the fucking handyman.
It's the home
He's not even a
handyman whose
builder.
dryer falls off the wall because he didn't fucking put it in and start or whatever. You know, like, clearly I'm not a handyman myself, but yeah, it's in that category. They were just like, you'd almost be begging for an action scene to come around, and when they came around, you're like, well, that wasn't worth it.
That wasn't worth it. A lot of shooting and shit, but not much happening in those actual shootouts.
I sort of noted that they weren't worth doing. So
your note was not worth doing.
Not worth doing, yeah. Starting, I want to start from the start. I know you're going some sort of general, but
okay,
I'm
go
bringing
back to the front.
I'm bringing it right to the start. That scene that you said kind of had you going. It had your pulse racing a little bit.
I thought to myself, oh my God, this is actually going to be better than I thought.
Okay, so my issue with that is that so little was done to establish what was coming next.
No, that's correct.
There was nothing. They fall out the window and they have, 1 to 2 lines each? And then we're 5 years later.
We're married.
And they're fucking married.
I was like, and then we don't even bother to fill the gaps in when we actually fucking spend 10 minutes providing nothing.
I needed confirmation that it was the same two people that were in this lodge together.
She had a blonde wig on. I didn't even think.
Oh, I did not know what was going on.
He punched a woman too during fucking he absolutely tore off and fucking flogged her.
But then I actually read a review that suggested that it was all. Are you laughing because I read a review?
There's a review on this fucking rubbish.
No.
Yeah.
I read a review that
so
said.
You can read.
Yeah, it's a surprise. I know, it's a shock.
I know.
This particular review, out of a few that I actually read, took me a while because learning to read is hard, Adam. But it suggested that it was all staged so that they could both get out together, and I'm like, how'd you get to that? Because I got nothing out of those 2 lines that they gave me.
Yeah, but what was the staging?
Did you get that it was staged?
Fuck no, I got nothing out of that. Like, I just assumed she attacked him because she was working for someone else, trying to kill him.
Both of them got turned on by this.
And then when they landed on the car, they fucking said, "Hey, this looks like it could go down all right." Yeah, they felt the crackle in the room.
As I said to you, I didn't know if it was the same people in the hotel room, so I definitely didn't pick up that it was some sort of staged thing to get them both out of the game.
Frog shit. Whoever the fuck came up with that did not see that.
Yeah.
Must have known something about the production that we didn't.
But yeah, like I said, the fact that I spent the first kind of minute or two when they were in the hotel room going, is this the same people? And then sort of thinking, coming to the understanding that, I think it is.
They're married. What?
That's that to me invalidated the entire sequence prior.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it didn't fucking crackle with wit and energy, Jared.
So it had a ton of energy. It just lacked sense.
Fucking sense.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay. The plot is so generic. Like, that we've seen this shit in spy movies a million times. And the problem with spy films is that you need, like, globetrotting, as you said. You need to be doing a lot of, like, flying into different countries. And
or
doing
at least 3 locations.
Yeah. And it can't be fucking
there's the Forest
Baghdad, and a few of these tiny little places.
Baghdad, Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
Small town Baghdad,
exactly.
Ohio.
But the problem with this, on top of all that, is you haven't even got, like, tech. Like,
No.
the fucking thing
Well,
she's
she had a
using to
phone.
contact, she's got a sat phone.
Well, I sort of said, there was a part of me where I was like, is that a BlackBerry?
Yeah, I thought it was a BlackBerry mixed with a sat phone. I was like, you haven't even got fucking tech materials. And then when
it feels like she spends half her screen time on that fucking thing.
writing fucking silly messages. But
Yeah.
then when we get to like the network, it looks like the fucking place where you kill people in hostel.
Yeah.
With just a few desks fucking floating around.
Yeah. Why do we need desks when we're killing people, though? Like, I don't know.
But you know what I mean? Like, you have nothing to give it
No.
scale. You've got nothing.
Well-
so why try to have a scale?
Can I sort of build on this?
Make it into a
I've got a
one-room
fair bit
piece.
to it. Yeah. It's a room, beige walls. So this is what I've got. We've got so many parts in play that mean nothing. So we have a MacGuffin, Adam. We have a MacGuffin that just kind of fades away.
Thumb drive?
Thumb drive. The thumb drive's the MacGuffin that
we
just kind of
yank
falls
out of a guy's belly.
for whatever reason.
God
I
only
don't know.
knows why.
But yeah, that sort of fades into the background. We have an hour to live. With, as we said, he goes cruising around the fucking countryside and then looks like a decent journey. It's an hour that seems to be go on for
that
forever.
should have been an hour in real time.
But he never looks at his watch. We never see a clock. We never
see him sweating or fucking thinking, shit, I'm not feeling well.
So we've got a ticking clock that's not ticking. We've got
we've got a clock that's fucking got no batteries.
no one wound it up. We've got multiple parties. We seem to have at least 3 independent parties that are fucking jostling for the MacGuffin, but we don't know anything about any of them. So we have the group that you said that it's Cramerica Industries at it. As far as I can tell, there's nothing here but fucking chicken wire.
A small, messy apartment.
Solitary man with a messy apartment.
It may or may not contain a chicken.
So we got Cramerica Industries on one side, which we see 2 employees of going back and forth.
They don't have computers in there.
But we don't know where. We don't know what they are. What they're. We hear. Mike Coulter's working for somebody who
Is he
seems to
working
be
for Alarum?
Well, he kind of seems to be working against their interests.
What the fuck is
because
Alarum?
Chester's working for them. But that's the other thing. We named the movie after this group that is faceless for the entire thing, except, we find out, there's one person working for them down the stretch. But we don't know what they're fucking doing. She tells us what it stands for, but that's all we get about Alarum. They're just this fucking shadowy group. We don't know why they want that thing. We don't know what they're going to do with it. We don't know
Well, they're going to expose half the agents.
Which this is a huge problem because we have like 2 parties like that. We have the 2 bozos in the office at Cramerica that just seem to be going back and forth with themselves, but even they don't say. They're talking about, this guy used to work for us. The files on there, this and that. But what does it mean? What is it going to do other than expose? What does it matter if you guys get exposed? There's only 2 of you there.
Half of us will get exposed and one of us will get exposed. What the
Exactly.
fuck? Like, we've got 1 million agents, but... Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
No, I didn't
get who Coulter was working for.
I thought Alarum, if you're going to play them like that, you need the old John Wick style rundown of the group. The fucking with a pencil. The fucking pencil. That's what Alarum do.
Jared, I would have fucking killed to see someone killed with a fucking pencil. Like, really, I would have been fucking happy with that.
So out of all those parts, none of them is crafted. The handymen are at it again. The handymen were chipping away at the script.
Yeah. Well, I fixed the tap.
Exactly.
It's going on everywhere. But on top of all that, Jared, you add to the fact that, again, we're trying to give it some scale because we're spies, but Stallone's sitting in a fucking musty-looking hotel room doing nothing and answering the phone. Like, when he answers the phone, he is sitting there doing nothing. The TV's not on.
Yeah.
He's not playing fucking, patience with
No.
cards. He's
And
not
they know they've called
fucking
the-
reading a paper.
Yeah, they know they've called a landline. I thought they would have gone, geez, you've answered that pretty quickly. You must have been close to
Are you bored, are you?
You weren't doing some gardening or anything?
Are we paying
Some
you too
cooking?
much to do nothing? Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way Sylvester is when he gets a call about making this movie.
Yeah, I think that was it.
sitting
That was
there
him in
going-
his office at home.
He's sitting there staring into space and then goes, hello.
Yeah.
Like, again, it gives it no fucking scale whatsoever. It just
None.
looks like a shitty old
None.
hotel room, which, did you notice the fucking door?
Yeah, it was made of...
It was breakaway.
Yeah.
But it was also not painted or anything.
No,
It was just a
no.
fucking slab of wood. That
Correct.
was clearly, to be busted in.
Yes.
It was, I reckon,
At least get the fucking intern to throw a coat of white on it just to...
that was not even shot in in an actual hotel or on a set. It was fucking shot in a bloody stunt fucking thing, I reckon.
Nah, that was terrible.
Terrible.
Again, bringing it back to around the start of the movie, you mentioned that 10 minutes where they're fucking in the hotel room.
I know, fuck
and
me.
then they go to have a meal with another couple.
I know.
Adam, at that point, 10 minutes in, I was like, is this some kind of fucking experiment or study in levels of boredom that you can fucking inspire in people? Because I was almost... I was this close to turning the fucking thing off.
I was very close to.
I had my phone ready to text you and say it's off.
Especially
We're
when
off.
it was like, oh, you've got OCD, and I was just like, what are we fucking telling these people about? And by
No
the way,
sizzle.
who the
No
fuck
sizzle.
were they?
Well, he was important.
No, he wasn't.
To
He
somebody.
was not important either. For some reason, he had a limp and shit. And he had to get under the bed.
But Alarum wanted him for something.
He was but he was above board. But he had connections somewhere. Like the fuck, mate. None of that made any fucking sense at all.
No.
His involvement made no sense to me. Like I was just like, why the fuck have we got this guy? Just like the
But
girl
it
who got
also-
shot in the head.
Yeah, it also came around at the part where you were already checked out of the movie. Like that was
What, 15 minutes
when they
in?
started bringing his 10
Fucking hell, I was
minutes in, I was
checked
checked out.
out,
But
checked out.
they brought that around at about 40 minutes in?
Yeah.
I was well past caring about fucking finding out who he was by that point, Adam.
Yeah.
Let me
But
tell you.
I didn't even care about Alarum. I couldn't have
No,
given a fucking
no.
rat's ring by that stage.
Especially when they tell me about who they are, and I'm like, I still don't know. I need more. Can you give me the
What was
idiot's
that
guide
for?
to Alarum?
What was the first bit you said again?
Yeah,
Because
give
I
me the
missed
idiot's
it.
guide to what Alarum actually do. Here's another one that this pissed me off more than it should have. But so the first time we see the two guys in there, fucking what they're saying used to be a Toys R Us or something like that. So old mate walks in. He walks into the facility, and the first thing he says is, "Oh, hey Joe," and then he walks over to Kirby, Agent Kirby.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there for a second going, Joe, that's what we've been told Eastwood's character's name is. I'm like, is this a flashback or is he going to work or something? And then they start listening into Eastwood, to the Joe we've already been introduced to. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so what's this? And then obviously the other Joe is of no consequence and we never see him again in the movie. So I'm just sitting there going, for fuck's sake, call him something else. Call him Steve.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, separate him because you've confused me.
You confused me and I didn't need to be. I was already bored. Now I'm bored and confused.
But once again, like in any other spy movie where there's money involved, he comes down in an elevator, he does a fucking hand thing, he does a retinal scan, and he comes down and he fucking does all that. This guy just wanders out of a fucking elevator.
Yeah. But that just screams of, we don't care.
Well, costs.
We don't
It
care.
screams of cost too.
But if he ad-libbed, oh, hey, Joe, wouldn't you just say, cut.
Cut out. We've already got a joke.
Joe's the other guy.
Joe's the other bloke.
Come up with any other name under the sun.
Yeah. So give me Steve.
I just, I saw that, and again, it was minor. It lasted for fucking 10 seconds before I realised, oh, he's nothing. It's this guy's still...
But the other problem too, there was so much exposition being dished up that still didn't untangle the fucking mangled web that they were trying to weave.
Yes.
But even Stallone, like when we first met Stallone, we have to have this fucking bullshit exposition where he goes, "Oh yeah, I've worked with him many times back in the day," and all this sort of shit. So we have to kind of get this sense of like, oh, they're mates. But then when they actually get together, Jared, I did not get that sense. Like it looked like they'd fucking barely met.
Well, I looked at it and I was like, there was some call for like a little bit of banter or humour between those two, but the dialogue was just all fucking lifeless, like it was for the rest of the movie. Like, other than when we're, talking about, is it too late to join?
Unless, but this is why you're telling me I shouldn't be so hard on Eastwood.
Yeah, because like they got. I guess this is where I'm saying.
But I can be hard on Stallone, can't I?
Always. Well, Eastwood's not trying to save Hollywood from himself. But
yeah,
if this is what's saving Hollywood, Sylvester, you're fired.
It's a fucking.
This is where Donald needs to say, Sylvester, you're fired.
It's around
Voight,
circle, mate.
you're fired. Gibson, I'll give you 2 months, and then you might be fired.
Yeah, I'll wait till Passion of the Christ 2 comes out.
I didn't mind flight plan, so you can stay. No, look, I think this is where I guess my point is the dialogue was just so bad through the whole movie that it's really hard to save. I guess your point is good actors might just fucking ad-lib a little bit and toss a little bit of...
But not in this kind of shit. Well, it's true. Like,
not worth
Jared,
the time.
You are correct. Like, they would have been shooting this on a fucking very fast schedule.
Yeah.
Stallone... As I said, Stallone couldn't give 2 shits. Would have no fucking interest in this. And if he would have signed it, you know how Stallone would have been. This would have been upfront payment.
Yeah,
right? I turn up after you've paid me. He would have been more than happy to walk away from this. That's why I feel for Eastwood and Wheeler Fitzgerald and Mike Coulter, because they're trying to have careers and making this shit is not going to do it.
Helping. This is not helping.
Sylvester, he's already had his success. This is fucking... He couldn't give a shit about this, and it shows.
Correct.
Like, the guy fucking barely, like... He's just disinterested in these things. He just... I don't know. Is he got fucking... Are these jobs, like, doing a job for his mates?
I don't know. Does he need the money?
No, but, someone comes along and says, Sylvester, we could use your fucking name to get a bit of heat here.
I don't know. Maybe he's just padding the bank accounts. Maybe he knows I've got 3 daughters that I want to leave a certain amount of money to.
I've got 3 daughters that I'm going to continue to fucking harass about having dates when they're like fucking 30 years old.
Yeah. I've got 3 daughters who no man is ever going to get together with because of me, basically. Yeah, look, is now the time to talk about whether Mike Coulter attended the Brian James School
I think
of
he
Accents?
did. I think he fucking did.
I think he did.
His accent initially... It's not great, but it's passable because when he keeps his sort of like, he keeps it kind of level.
Yeah,
he's okay,
and it impacts his performance.
But when he gets fucking frothing at the mouth later, when 500 men are heavily armed men are in this tiny little town shooting the shit out of everything, and not one person's gone, "Hey, what's going on here?"
Yeah,
where the fuck are you
guys?
Is
this the part of the movie where you look at it and go, "Listen, should we just pivot and say this is all small town fucking back and forth between rival, I don't know, moonshine runners or something?" Because we're getting a bit grand with our scale. Mike, just natural accent, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Mike, cut. Where are you supposedly from? I don't remember talking to you about this.
Because it's like, it's as you said, it's when they, like, when he gets a few lines that might work, and you look at it and you're like, he's delivering a perfectly fine performance.
Look, he does get one line that I kind of liked, where he talks about how barbarism works.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting line, but once again, it was...
But you were laughing because of his accent.
Well, it's like this, shit, barbarism works, shit.
That's something like that. That's what I was feeling at that point too. I didn't even get the barbarism. I just got more shit. I was covered in shit. You at least got to sort of wipe your eyes for a second. Clear.
Yeah. But then I went straight back under.
Pretty much.
Fuck, Jared. Imagine the screen.
I had it coming out of my ears.
Shit all across the fucking page. Yeah, so I don't know what Coulter was actually doing. I fucking
Yeah. I knew what he was doing. I just didn't know what he was saying.
But again, fucking hell. Yeah, it was crap, whatever was coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, Jared. Why is it in these fucking productions that the director can't just go fucking stop for a second and go, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Just speak fucking normally.
But they've obviously asked him to do
They
that.
must have, because it's just shit, and they just let it go.
Yep.
The hotel, Jared, the end of it, like, because I'm going to fucking wrap this up. The end of it is just chock full of some of the worst fucking CGI, green screen, for fucking everything. Gun flashes, blood.
It's distractingly bad at points. I said to you, there was
missile
one
fire from the fucking drone.
There was one part where I'm sure I watched it back and sort of Sylvester's holding a grenade and he underhand lobs a grenade. And I looked at the screen and I'm like, did they CGI that grenade into like the lob?
So Sylvester's standing there going like this.
or he threw it and it didn't get into the shot and they're just like, don't worry about it, Sly, we've got to move on.
And Sylvester said, I only do it this one time, man.
I could be wrong, but it looked like that. But and given the rest of the CGI, I wouldn't be surprised.
The CGI was fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And it just...
And I guess you come to accept that with these movies, but if you're going to do that, just pull back a touch.
Yeah.
On where
because
you
there
need
was
it.
so much of it, like the drone strikes. There's one that strikes near the car as they're driving along.
Yeah.
Which fucking who the fuck can't hit a car driving along a straight road?
Multiple times.
Not even fucking weaving.
No, multiple times.
I mean, holy shit. Those drones are a fucking bit better aim than that. But it just seems to be like everything's CGI, everything's fucking green screen. There's a sequence where Mike Coulter fires grenades into the fucking hotel where Stallone and that are, and he fires one through each window, and all they do is just put up red lights.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is so fucking lazy. Don't do it.
Don't do it
if you can't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking lazy.
Agreed.
God.
I had one last one.
Yeah.
Did we set this up for a sequel?
Yeah, that was the most fucking scariest thing of the whole fucking movie.
With promises that
When
we're
they
kind of going to
promise
find out a little more about. Nothing more about Alarum.
Oh, yeah.
That's just fucking.
No.
Don't worry
Forget about
them.
Alarum. That's over here.
Why did we name it Alarum or codename Alarum or Project Alarum?
Well, we don't explain what the fucking thing is. What's the point of naming it that? Like, it should have been a super generic spy-based name.
Yeah.
You know, like it made no sense because they really don't give you a lot about Alarum. Like there should have been those two fucking bozos down in the hostel fucking kill area should have talked about Alarum and said this is what Alarum is, came into play back in this time. Like, I know it's Exposition City, but we needed it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We actually did need some exposition.
I mean, I
that.
fucking talk about not liking fucking daily exposition, but we needed that.
Yeah.
And I've got one last one.
Okay.
They're always talking about Stallone in these fucking Chester like he's a fucking loose cannon and no one wants to work with Chester. He's, you can't trust him and all this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the guy seems to have done nothing. He's done fuck all in this movie.
I mean, if you tell me someone's a loose cannon, I would probably believe that they could break into a jog.
Break into a jog, but also throw on a partially Afrikaans accent. Like an asshole.
Exactly.
You gotta actually show the guy's a fucking.
I
loose.
hear someone talk about barbarism, and I say, "Fuck, loose cannon." Christ, look out for that one.
Yeah, look out for that guy. He's a fucking loose cannon. He's into barbarism. Oh, by the way, the guy we say is a loose cannon can't walk 10 feet without looking like he's going to fucking trip over.
Needs to be helped up from the chair. And yes, I get that was deception, but I think it was just something that actually happened that played into his plan
he
nicely.
actually couldn't get up.
Scott,
Scott, I need
help. Just cut the Scott out and we'll use that.
Yeah, we'll get him. But yeah, that was the fact that they were setting up for a sequel makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Good Lord.
Because you won't get Stallone back.
Oh, it depends how much you pay, I guess. He's a loose cannon, so he might.
You won't get Sylvester back, Jared, because by the time this fucking thing gets rolled out, I mean, the guy will be 80.
Still got to earn a crust something.
Hell. Well, fucking Scott Eastwood will need to do some fucking bicep curls to make sure he can pick Stallone
He's earning
up.
for 5.
Fucking hell.
'Cause I'm sure he's, well, at least one of his daughters, I'm sure that book deal hasn't come through.
That fell through, Jared. I'd say that has fallen through.
She's calling up going, what about the book deal? And they were like,
What book
well,
deal?
that was for show. The camera crew asked us to do that. And we said yes. And then we read page 1. We read the title.
Yeah, you do realise that in the show you were on the phone, but the fucking all you heard was a dial tone. Like there was no one there.
Oh, man.
Oh no, that's not that's definitely not as bad as War of the Worlds.
No.
But it's fucking bad.
It's bad.
And
well,
it's
actually,
boring.
War of the Worlds was probably only worse because of the hilariously bad in a couple of moments.
Yeah. Well, there was a little more excitement in War of the Worlds,
Ice Cube
probably.
didn't have to leave a room.
Yeah.
to film.
I mean, Ice Cube has made fucking several $1 million sitting there like a fucking idiot.
Sylvester had to open his balsa wood door at least once.
I know. And there's a scene where he does come downstairs
Yes,
and walks across the
true.
road.
Correct.
So he had to do something. All right, that was Alarum. I hope there's not a sequel, but fuck. I mean, Worst of 2026 is shaping up pretty well, I would
Christ,
suggest.
Yeah, well, another High Rollers and another Alarum.
Fucking hell. You know what? Worst of 26 could be exactly the same.
It could be. We could watch the same movies with a different title, basically.
Hell. All right, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Podomatic. Send us an email at thrillme@ionet.net.au. Like us on Facebook at Thrill Me Podcast Australia, at Podomatic at thrillme.podomatic.com, and at Instagram at thrillmepodcastau. Keep an eye on the Facebook page, but we've got one more in the Worst of 25 canon. But until then, take it easy, everyone, and we'll catch you all later. Cheers. Find the podcast at Podomatic or on iTunes. Don't forget to rate and review. Like us on Facebook at Thrill Me Podcast Australia, or contact us at thrillme, all one word, all lowercase, at ionet.net.au.